I often think about how art has been commodified. In some circles, it is an investment. It's where you hide your wealth so you don't pay taxes on it. In other circles, it's for shock or to create thought or to get attention. And in other circles, it's about feeling good while making it. It's about therapy and self expression and all of that. I approach my art as a means of communication. And maybe this is because I'm a writer as well, but I approach my art as a means of communicating ideas and things maybe I'm struggling with and I'm processing. So I work through those ideas and thoughts in my art. A lot of who we are now is online, and how we express ourselves and how we want people to see us, to me, is really interesting. So I'm doing a series of paintings. This is the latest one that I've completed of various women. And I know these women in some way. We've interacted, we're friends, we're acquaintances. And so when I paint them, I've asked them to supply the photos so they can have some say as to which photos I pick and work from. Obviously, I don't do photorealism, but I'm trying to reflect back on them. This is why I need to know them in some way, what I think of them, how I feel about them. I'm trying to reflect maybe a level of kindness that maybe they don't have for themselves. Maybe they do. Everybody's very different. So assuming that everybody has self-esteem issues is not fair to everybody. But in terms of how we see ourselves and how others see us is the intersection where my art is landing right now. And a lot of that has to do with how I see myself and how other people see me. And there often is a disparity between those two things. So when I paint these women, and I've painted 14 or 15 of them at this point, there is that thinking that goes with it, with each piece. These are self-portraits I did earlier this year of myself from a few years ago. So this was back when I was still married, and a friend had sent me a scarf. So I'd taken a selfie of me with the scarf she had made me. This was me on the road. I was in a hotel room after a busy show. And looking at these pieces now, even though they're from this year, they're much earlier this year, they feel almost unfinished compared to the work that I've been doing now, because obviously when you are working, practice changes things. But in these pieces, there's a sense of vulnerability that I was conveying because I figured nobody would see the photo anyway. And there's a barrier, or me putting up a barrier of joviality and silliness to hide my inner self. So these pieces really also helped inform the project that I'm working on. The horribly named Perception 2026. And so I'm going to have to sit down and actually create a proper name for this project. But for now, it's Perception 2026. And so I'm working my way through creating images of these women that maybe are also healing to me and not just to them. So this is a post-painting session. I was talking about, paint all over me. I was talking about what Perception 2026 was all about. Previously, for you, it was just seconds ago. For me, it was about 2 hours ago. So I finished the painting over my shoulder, working with a lot of the neons, neon pinks and blues and whatever. So Perception 2026 is a search for understanding how we want to be perceived, how other people perceive us, and marrying those two things together. In a different video or podcast episode, I don't remember which, I spoke about how my own self-perception changed when I had a friend who thought I was amazing and wonderful, and I really wanted to be the person she thought I was. And then I realized that I was that person. I wasn't allowing myself to see myself in that way. So with this particular project, that's the same sort of goal where I'm trying to let my subjects see themselves through my eyes. They get the first go. They pick their photos. They send me the words they want me to use in the poetry, and I will interpret them in my own way. So for this particular project, I have to know the people to some extent so that I can marry those things together and then reflect back to them. And I find it very interesting because the responses from my subjects, because I send them the final image privately as well, has been overwhelmingly positive. And there were a couple of people who were really hesitant about joining because they were worried about how they would be perceived. I don't force anybody to do anything, but I invited them to give it a try, and those responses have been really, really wonderful. So it's been a good project and an interesting one, but it also does make me ruminate a lot on my own self-perception, which, let's face it, anything that we do creatively, there is an inherent selfish aspect to it, because we are creating things that reflect who we are in the moment and at the time. So I do find that very interesting. When I've mentored artists over the years, I always encourage them to show up authentically and show up as they are. And it is a tough one. It's a tough ask, because we do want to feel liked. We do want to be perceived in a certain way. We do want to get a response that is essentially approval or validation. And part of the experiment with this particular project is for me to show up differently online as well, because I haven't shown up like this in my studio. In the past, I've removed myself from the equation. It was my art that I put forward, and a lot of people do that, especially women. A lot of people born in female bodies tend to do that because we don't want to seem like maybe we've got a bit of an ego or that we are trying to be bigger than we are. But I've really felt like people are not going to like me anyway for something. There's always going to be somebody who won't like me. I don't enjoy that. Nobody does. But there was always going to be somebody who doesn't like me. So why not just show up as I am? So you're getting me as I am, not perfectly curated. I'm covered in paint. I've got, paint on my hands. I don't know if I have paint on my face. I can't see it right now. I'm wearing my ginormous glasses. I'm farsighted, so I don't need the glasses other than seeing things up close. And yeah, this is authentic. So as I document this journey, as I get back into the swing of things, because my professional art career had been on hold for a few years, I am hoping to get more comfortable doing this as well, having let go of my desire to control the viewer's perception of me and just showing up as me. If you are going to be in Derby, UK in October, our show containing my body of work plus the bodies of work of 3 other artists in the 51% Art Collective will be live from October 23rd, which is a Friday, to Friday, October 30th. So you can join us at Artcore Gallery in the center of Derby and get a chance to see not only the paintings and images and the mixed media stuff that we have, but the installation that we're doing as well, because it is a whole experience that we are creating as much as we can on a shoestring. So come on out and see us. I hope to see you there. And in the meantime, I will clean my brushes because they are filthy, and go to bed. So I will see you in the next video.